guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm catching up on days 22 and 23 in this video. It is actually Boxing Day today, so I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I had a nice couple of days and I have been catching up today on my journal. I've done 22 and 23 here because I hadn't done that. I started doing it before Christmas and then it's just the last minute, like baking and the rest of it that you have to do. Bits that needed wrapping, etc. Just caught up with me. I just ran out of time, and we go away tomorrow for the weekend, so we'll be back Sunday evening. So I wanted to get something up, otherwise it would have been quite a while since I posted a video. So here I'm making a pocket out of this photo. This is a photo that we had with Santa, and that's a little card. The kids got a little booklet that they could have stamped in the various stages, and I'm using this journaling. I've created sort of a journaling card with this photo, which is me as a child visiting Santa, so I thought that's rather fitting. And then on the back is just a picture of me in my sort of Christmas outfit. So I did leave this footage in, which is just a screenshot of the WhatsApp group of all my family saying Merry Christmas to each other. I did try and crop out as much of the 24-25 as possible, because as I said, I will go through and do those 2 days specifically together. I'm going to go through all the photos from the family and just make sure I've got all the good ones before I start sticking anything down and making anything permanent. This little fold out is like a zigzag fold out with loads of photos on it. I do have footage of me making this, but for whatever reason I couldn't get it to upload, so I will pop that into the next video so you can see that. And I added that little sweetie wrapper because when I was making this little fold out I was eating some Quality Street, so I refolded the wrapper and it's kind of like a little embellishment for that tab. And I'm just going to add some more photos and have a play around with this spread. So yeah, I hope you all had a good Christmas. As I said, we went to my sister's for dinner, which was nice. We were supposed to eat there last year, but her extension wasn't finished, so it was her turn to do Christmas this year. So it's very nice not to have to do any of the cooking. And then I took the children to their nanny's, which is their dad's mum, in the evening, so they could get their presents from her as well. So it was a full day. We were back by bedtime, so the kids could go to bed at a reasonable hour. And then today we've just chilled out. Today is, as I said earlier, it's Boxing Day, and we've done what we always do on Boxing Day, which is basically spend the day at home so the kids can play with all their new toys. And I have my Boxing Day fry up, so I had enough batter left over to make myself a big Yorkshire pudding, and I fried up all the leftover vegetables and bits, and I had that in the Yorkshire pudding. Oh, it's yummy. I am sticking this pocket in with some washi tape. If I'm going to add something in that's a little heavier with washi tape, especially washi tape that's not really that sticky, I will fabric tack it just to make sure that it holds that in nicely. And there's that. And I will embellish this page a little bit further just to give it some more interest. We're coming towards the end of the journal now. I am struggling to close it, but that's fine. We've only got these last few days left, haven't we? So, and these days are going to be the fullest photo-wise and ephemera-wise. I've kept a load of little bits from Christmas Day, bits of wrapping paper, a cracker hat, a tag. I had a candle going while I was doing this video that my mum got me, so I've kept some of that packaging. So I've got all those bits to add in to Christmas Eve, Christmas Day spread, which is why I think I got to the end of these 2 days. The kids were hungry because they didn't have their dinner at lunchtime. They had cold meat and chips this evening, so they wanted to be fed. So I just thought I'm going to stop, and I don't want to rush it. I don't want to ruin it. So I'll catch up when I get home from Yorkshire. That Christmas list you see at the top there, where it says naughty and nice, that is just a printable that I found on Pinterest. I used that last year. It should be on my Pinterest board, which I've linked before. and these ho ho hos are from some of the cards that I made this year, and I just saved them for this page. On the bottom right there, that's me and the kids. We were waiting outside to go in to see Santa, so we were playing around with some of the Snapchat filters. I do like a Snapchat filter at Christmas time. And these ho ho hos, I was just kind of slotting onto the spread where they fit, and I thought I was originally going to stick them over the on the doily where it says Merry Christmas, and because they just looked right down at the bottom there, and then I thought about just adding them onto this little flap, and I think that's pretty cool. So I'm just grabbing a paper clip, and I will eventually, I didn't have my hot glue gun to hand, but I will add a, if you see my flip through for 2018, so that's the dog trotting off. If you see my flip through for 2018, you've seen the Santa face, the felted paper clip. I have another one of those, that was a pack of 2, so I will hot glue gun that onto this paper clip when I have that to hand. But as I said, the kids were moaning that they were hungry, so I was trying to just wrap this one up pretty quick. And I will add that into, again, the next video. The next video will probably be the last few days and wrapping it up and then doing a final flip through for 2019, which is scary. And how fast has that gone? Like, that's stupidly fast. This little strip is that velvety ribbon that I got from Tiger, and I'm just adding one of these gold beads. I thought it sort of looked like a bit of a dangly decoration, like a bauble maybe. And I just like the way it looks there, so I added it. And I added that little snippet piece as well, of ephemera. So the TV Times I've added in here. I haven't shown that. I literally just fold it in half. I sewed down both the edges and I washi taped it in. And again, I fabric tacked the washi tape to make sure that it sticks really well. And I've created a pocket with that. And I'm just going to go and add this photo and the film reel onto this left-hand page. And I'm just looking for something to put in the background. And I found this piece of story paper, and I liked the little quote. It said, "No Christmas treat had brought them pleasure half so sweet." So I tried to make it work so I could see that quote. So it'd be great to hear what you all got for Christmas in the comments. I'm happy to say actually that I got one junk journal thing, which I'm not going to show you because that'll give away a little bit of what I plan to do next year. But my sister and I have been talking about journaling, and I told her about a theme that I'd like to do, and she bought me something along on that theme, which is really good. So I'm really excited to start doing that. But I need to collect lots of bits first. And then I will crack on with that. So watch this space. I'm very excited about doing that one. So this video is a bit bitty. I kind of went back and forth between the days while I was doing this, and I had loads of things in front of me. I was in such a mess. I should have probably videoed it, but my dining table was an absolute mess earlier. I had photos everywhere because I'd printed out like 4 days worth of photos. I had bits of ephemera lying around me. I had tapes and glues and all sorts, so it was in a real mess. So I was kind of flitting between all of the pages that I was trying to cover. Because originally, as I said, I was going to do all 4 in this video, but decided not to. So this is a picture of my junk journal. I held it up in front of our Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. I was doing loads of photos on Christmas Eve, like the Santa pile and all the rest, and I thought this was just a nice photo. So here's a brief flip through, and you get to see that accordion bit here. Not very well. It's not really in shot. I wasn't obviously aware that I wasn't going to be able to add the footage in, so I didn't really think to show you better. So I'm popping those pictures in there. I put a receipt in there, and I put the printout of our tickets in there as well, because I've said in a previous video I like to look back on how much things cost at that time as well. I like looking back on old, you'll see from old ephemera and things if you've picked stuff up and you'll look at the price and think, God, I wish it only cost that little now. So I think it'll be interesting, maybe not so much for myself to look back on, but maybe for the kids or grandchildren to look and think, what, it was only X amount, it cost this much now. You know, I don't know, that's just probably me being weird. So I'm doing my journaling. This is actually the second attempt I had at making an insert for that pocket. I didn't really like how the first one turned out, which you can see underneath there. I was adding a few more sort of thoughts and feelings into that one, and I just thought no, and I hadn't added anything in about Christmas baking either, which we did on that day. So I sort of thought, well, scrap that idea, I'm going to redo it, and I stick the photos onto the back of this one and do some stamping. So on the 23rd we did our Christmas baking, and I've just added a few pictures here. We did the Christmas pudding balls, which is melted chocolate, and then the kids smash up digestive biscuits, mix them all together, and then you let it set for a minute, and then you mould them into ball shapes, and then you decorate them with whatever later on. And on the right hand side on that picture you see some Christmas tree shaped scones for our Christmas afternoon tea that we have on Christmas Eve. My family will come over, and I have stamped the word yummy to that. I've just realised actually I've not added any washi tape or anything to the back here, which I might go in and do. I also need to add a tab to this pull out, but I didn't have my fabric slash ribbon box downstairs, so again I'll do that as I come to finish off. Neither of these pages I've really settled on being finished. I just wanted to get a video up before I go away. This is Inca Gold. It's like a gilding wax, which I'm just adding to the edges of this page just to give it a little something. Not that it really needs anything, but I decided to pop it on there. And you can't really see it much in this video, but it just gives it a little bit of extra shine. And that is pretty much the end of this video for today. So thanks for watching again, and I will catch up with you when I come back from Yorkshire. So the next video will probably be up on the 30th. Take care. See you then, guys. Bye.